What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where you probably read the title. I'm doing my annual constructive criticism video on the Alfa Romeo lineup for the 2022 model year. But this video is specifically for the Stelvio. We've seen the Sprint, which is the entry level. We've seen the TI, which is the mid-level, and we've seen the Veloce. We're talking about the 2-liter Stelvios and what they could have done better this year. Now, it's constructive criticism, as I've already said, all right? It's nothing to where we're bashing the brand. We love the brand, we enjoy the brand, we want to see it do better, we want to see some things change and evolve, and for the 2022 model year, it was a tough one for Alfisti out there. Alfa fans definitely suffered a little bit because of the changes, which I will bring up because we can't ignore the different things that Alfa Romeo is doing for this model year. I just want to let you guys know that this is just a quick, I wish Alfa did this, I wish Alfa did that. Nothing bad, no hate, no shade, all love. Now, if you guys are interested in what I would have to say about the Giulia, I will be doing a video on that as well for constructive criticism also. But with that said, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because when you subscribe to the channel, it helps grow the channel and I get more opportunities to do videos like this one here with these beautiful Alfa Romeo vehicles. So this year is going to be a little different. Let's talk about what I wish they didn't take away for 2022, mixed in with some things that I wish they changed or added for 2022. This is gonna be a mouthful. All right, guys, so the specimen for today's video is a 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Veloce. Now, this Veloce has almost every single option you can have for the 2022 model year. The only thing we're missing is the upgraded wheels. These are the standard 20-inch 5-hole sport wheels. You can get the 21-inch gloss black wheels. As I mentioned, it's been a rough year for Alfa Romeo fans because we got a lot of changes for the 2022 model year. Alfa Romeo scaled back on a lot of their prime options, colors, and everything else as far as performance goes for the 2022 model year because they're making way for 2023. So they wanted to get more specs they were able to sell and not sit on dealership lots. You know, the irony behind that is with the chip shortage, there's not a lot of cars on the lot, you know, to begin with, let alone to sell. So with that said, it's just very ironic for this model year. But to bring this up, just in case you guys haven't seen my previous videos of me talking about what's missing on the 2022 model years, here we are. So what are we missing in 2022? Well, Alfa Romeo took away low-performing, high-cost packages and options. That includes the TI Lusso package and the TI Sport Carbon package. You also missed the performance package and adaptive suspension for 2022. Yes, those are no longer here. And for the Giulia and Stelvio, you went from 32 different wheel combinations to just 13 between the two. And your brake caliper colors, well, you go from 4 to just 2 for this model year. And the exterior paint, you go from 17 different colors to just 10 for the 2022 model year. Now, having the highest trim model is going to be a blessing and a curse in a sense because this is not going to apply, or all of my gripes are not going to apply to this car specifically. But I'm going to start on the exterior. Now, for the other models like the TI and the Sprint models, the door trim is no longer this color, okay? It is not gloss black, all right? It is not chrome like it was in the previous model years. It is a matte finish, kind of like a rubber finish. You guys have seen it in my videos showing off those cars. I wish that they either did it all gloss black, like on the Veloces, because the Veloces get the gloss black window moldings here, as you can see on this one, or they stuck with chrome. I understood the chrome, it's spotted a lot. I mean, maybe even do aluminum, but the chrome, had issues with spotting in the rain and just, it was hard to clean and, upkeep. But on the other models, all right, this is all done in a rubber finish and it doesn't look that well. As you can see, the Veloce trim pulls it off very well, especially in black. Blends in with everything else and the gloss black roof rails there. All of it looks really good. I told you guys, and you guys probably knew this was coming. So that's number one in no particular order. Bring the gloss black moldings to every trim level or bring back chrome. Number two, and again in no particular order, what we lost this year that I wish we had back is the color-coded interior. All right, so you can see Nero all throughout, and the only thing that's red are the seats and the armrest here. But in previous model years, well, you could get the door cards here in the same rosso. You can get the stitching in the same contrasted rosso. All right, even on the gear selector, the stitching would be in Rosso. So Alfa Romeo really kind of scaled back. I mean, you don't even have it on the dash anymore. No more contrasted stitching, no more door cards, no more matching interior. To kind of give you a preview at that, this is a 2021 model, and you can see that it has ICE interior. All right, ICE interior, all white. This interior doesn't exist for 2022, but I'm gonna use this as an example. Now you see, all right, this whole centerpiece is done in the ICE to match the seats, and same on the door cards here, all right, and the armrest, all right, all done in white. Now this doesn't have the extended leather package, and if it did, it would have the leather uppers with the contrasted stitching to go on the leather, same on the dash, but it does not, so that's besides the point. But as you guys can see, this interior is not just all Nero throughout, all right, it matches the ICE seats all throughout. So again, we lost that in 2022. I wish we would have gotten that back. Again, it's just one of those things to where I know what they're doing, but man, I would have loved to see this just fully complete. I feel like it doesn't really match the whole vibe in the inside than it does up front and on the door cards here, but that's me. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the inventory, like I said, to show you guys this. So I do have the Veloce here, but I do not have the TI model. But I've shown you guys the TI model in the Stelvio and Giulia, showing you that they do not come with paddle shifters standard. The Sprint and Veloce here does. So those two, even the lowest trim, come with the column-mounted Italian paddle shifters, all right, standard. But the TI spec does not, and it's kind of like Alfa's luxurious trim, kind of what would replace the TI Lusso. But with that said, I still think that we should have paddles on all models, or at least on the higher trim models, which would be the TI and the Veloce. I'm not sure why the TI misses out on the big paddle shifters when you have it for the Sprint and the Veloce trim. So it's just a weird thing for 2022 that I wish they would have kept around, because it seems a little odd. So that's number 3. Let's have paddle shifters all across the board. If not, let's do it on the higher trim levels, or at least have it as an option. Now, number 4, we're still sticking with the interior. The dead pedal. I know it seems simple, I know it seems small, but guys, we used to have 3 aluminum pedals here, and now we're down to 2. Just the gas pedal and the brake pedal. The dead pedal is in rubber, and it just doesn't really flow. I mean, again, it's a small thing, but they had it in 2021 and previous model years on higher up trims. So again, it may be something very minor, but it is something that I wish stuck around for 2022. It is what it is, but I just miss that quality look. Now, the 5th and final thing that I wish they didn't take away for 2022 that I'm missing, and this one's a little personal, the Trofeo white paint job. Man, you guys know that that one was my favorite color for any model year Alfa when it came out, and that is just going to be missed so bad. We only have one white color for Alfa Romeo for 2022, and that is Alfa White, the base white paint. The Trofeo white was so phenomenal, guys. I mean, wow. It was a pearl tri-coat white that just looked gold in the sunlight, and it just shines so brightly. And if you spec'd it out with a red interior and the carbon package and all that good stuff, I mean, stunner, just jaw-dropping. You guys know that I had a Bianco Alpi Maserati Ghibli, and my current car is Snow White Pearl. So with that said, I love the pearl whites. That one was personal for me when they took that one away. The other colors, I mean, they kept a good amount, and they added some great new colors. But with that said, pearl white shouldn't have been taken away for 2022. I'm going to be missing it sorely. Yeah, you guys are missing the wheel options, you know, the active suspension and the carbon package, TI Lusso package. I get that, but I didn't want to be too winded. So that stuff could get honorable mention, but here's where we've been talking about things and changes for Alfa Romeo when they actually do a refresh, which we know what will be happening in the 2023 model year. So for the end of next year, we will probably see these things change that I'm about to mention right now. First off, the engine. Let's hope that we get a more powerful engine. We've been rocking this 280 for the 2-liter since 2017. Let's get something new under the hood for the in-between level, or just even, you know, this in the Quadrifoglio, but with more power. We need more than 280 horsepower. I've been pushing for 300 horsepower for the longest time. Now, gone will be these bi-xenon headlamps, and we will get new technology like the adaptive LEDs, as we saw on that leaked Stellantis document from the Autopiety forum. So that's another thing that needs to change along with the engine. Now, I would love to see the active adaptive suspension come back, but I want to see air suspension on these Stelvios. I know that might seem a little too Maserati-esque, but I would love to see this ride height lowered or raised depending on the purpose used for the vehicle, whether it's sporty driving being lowered or off-road driving being raised. I would love to see adaptive suspension, air suspension on the Stelvio for 2023. Now the back looks good, but bring back the clear taillights that were in the carbon package and on the quadrifoglio package. I think those look really good. I would love to see those in 2023, or just a whole new taillight assembly to match the front headlights that are supposed to be changed as well. I think that will work out the best. A new taillight assembly to go with the updated headlights, maybe closer to what the Tonale taillights will be like. I think that'll work. Now in the inside, we definitely need to bring back a lot of great things like the, color-coded stitching and the interior color coordination on the door cards, all that good stuff. But what I really want to see kind of helped is this graphical user interface system. While it's nice, it is still not the best performing because it is laggy. So I'm just going to show you guys that. I thought Alfa Romeo would do something with over-the-air updates, but as you can see, it's not smooth, it's not fluid. So I would like Alfa to kind of do some updates to the graphical user interface that they changed in 2020 to make this a little bit more user friendly. Now you can use the dial here if you don't want to touch the screen. So I do like that because that is fluid, all right? That gets the job done right away, but as you can see between me doing it and scrolling, it's not as responsive. Also call me crazy, but I would love to see some ambient lighting and some flare in the inside of the Alfa Romeo models. It's a small thing, right? But I would love to see some kind of customization to make, kind of make it your own, tailor it your own. Not just the lighting that it gives you, but to, add a little bit additional coloring just to kind of help flare up these beautiful interiors. Again, that might be a small thing, but it would be a good thing for the 2023 model year. Now, one that you guys have been talking about for a while, I would love to see a traction button, all right? An individual just traction button. Hold it down and the traction is off. You do not have that for the Giulia or Stelvio, and you can only get it on the quadrifoglio models when you put it in race mode where it automatically turns off your traction. But there's no dedicated traction off button in these models. I would definitely love to see that in 2023. I know you tell happy friends would love to see it as well. So let's get that. Let's turn some Alfa Romeo sideways. Let's have some fun. Now guys, I think that's that. Now I'm probably going to remember some stuff as soon as I turn off this camera, but that's that. We'll leave it at this, and then you guys can, help add or, add your comments to the comments down below. So with that said, I want the moldings to go back to either just gloss black or chrome, all right? No matte rubber black that doesn't look that well, all right? Also for the Stelvio that I miss, all right, I miss that the fact that we do not have Trofeo white anymore. Yes, 2022 took that away from us. RIP Trofeo white, that was amazing. Also another thing, well, the dead pedals, the dead pedals are no longer aluminum, they're in rubber, so you only have the gas and brake pedal done in aluminum for the 2022 model year. Also, the paddle shifters don't come on the TI models, all right, at all. You can't even option them off, all right? So standard, the Sprint gets them, and the Veloce gets the paddle shifters, the column-mounted paddle shifters, but the TI, no longer in sight. And the contrasted stitching and door cards and matching interior is no longer a thing for 2022. So those are my biggest gripes about the 2022 models and what I missed on those and what Alfa Romeo could have done better there. But let's talk about what we want for 2023. All right, what we want for 2023, well, hopefully air ride suspension, all right, so we can off-road it at a higher range and we can put it in sport mode and turn those corners in a lower range, all right? The full matrix LEDs or the adaptive LED technology for the headlights. We need that for 2023. Also, we need something else under the hood, all right? Preferably 300 horsepower or whatever they put in the Tonale. Now, for the rear, we need new taillights, all right, to match the same flavor as the headlights that we hopefully are going to get, as we saw from that leaked document. Well, we need new taillights as well to match the headlights, and hopefully some Tonale style headlights and taillights will make it here in the Stelvio. Now, also what we're hoping we get in 2023, well, in the interior, we're hoping we get a independent traction button, all right? Traction button, we need to be able to turn this thing off, all right, and get tail happy and whip these things around corners. And one more thing, The graphical user interface on the infotainment screen needs to be updated, needs to be more solid, more fluid, and that's pretty much it. I don't have too many complaints, I don't think. You guys let me know, am I being too extra, being too much, down in the comments below. I'm gonna give you your chance to disagree with me here. All right, guys, so this is the end of the video. This is the part of the video where I want to hear your comments, all right? You have to watch the video in its entirety before you make your comment. If you guys agree with me on the things that Alfa Romeo should have changed for the 2022 model year, leave the comment down below what you agree with. If you disagree, this is important. I definitely want to hear what you disagree about and some things that you have changed, left the same, etc. on the 2022 model year for the Stelvios. Let me know down in the comments below. We want to have a conversation here, so I definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Some things I could have changed, some things that should have left the same. What do you guys think down below? So with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on what we expect to see from Alfa Romeo for 2023 that we didn't see here in 2022. Now with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, and my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate the love and support. Now you guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch. It's getting colder out there, so make sure you guys get your hoodies, your long sleeve shirts, your coffee mugs, pillows, everything Ron's Rise is there. And I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, see everything I'm posting. All right, Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo that doesn't always make it here to the channel. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.